chapter 3. So in this chapter, Morgan says that we need to be okay with what we have in this given moment, even if it means that we have less than those around us. So he gives an example of a former millionaire. His name was Rajat Gupta, right? This guy was born in India. He was orphaned as a teenager, but by mid-40s, this guy was a CEO of McKinsey, the world's largest, most prestigious consulting firm. This guy was literally one of the most successful, most businessmen alive back in 2007. His net worth was around 100 million in 2008. But he didn't stop there. Like, he wanted more. He wanted more money, more reputation, more status. So what this guy wanted to be a billionaire. So what he did, he found a side hustle. So in this side hustle, he was trying to make more money. Like, it was illegal side hustle, right? So this wasn't legal. He was doing illegal shit on the side to make extra money to become a billionaire because he just wanted more. Eventually, he got caught during the side hustle, and then everything was taken away from him. His reputation, his money, and everything. So the author is trying to say is that we need to realize when is enough. Enough is realizing that your appetite for more will push you to regret. Things like social comparison plays a big role here. So, like, for example, if I have a car, but my neighbor has a bigger, better car, right? And then the next house to my neighbors, they have even better car. But if you go down to another street, that person have even bigger car. So that social comparison never ends, right? And that's one of the reasons why we always look for more and more and never think what we have right now is enough. So one way to realize what we have right now is more than enough is the only way to win a fight, the only way to win the social comparison is to not begin with fighting. The only way to win is to begin to not fight to begin with. So basically, you accept what you have. What you have right now is more than enough, even if that means it's less than those people around you. And then things like family, independence, freedom, reputation is invaluable. And the way to keep them is avoid taking risk when it could potentially harm them. And in Rajat Gupta's case, that's what happened. So he got involved in illegal side hustle, which eventually meant that he lost all of his money. He lost his reputation, possibly his family, friends, because they're like, wow, well, like, you became so successful and you're trying to do all that. Like, why? So they're not gonna look up to him like anyone in his industry, in his family, his reputation, his free time, his independence, all of the things that he worked for, he eventually lost it because he always wanted more and more and more. So in this chapter, Morgan is basically saying is we need to be okay with what we have right now. So for me, like I need to be okay with what I have right now, even if it's less than the person next to me, my friend or some random people, like, rather than me sitting here comparing myself, because the social comparison never ends. Someone out there is always going to have bigger room, bigger house, bigger car than you. So it's a battle that can never be won. So if you begin with not playing that battle, you already tell yourself what you have is enough, then you don't get involved in that social comparison. So you need to tell yourself that what you have right now is more than enough. You're not gonna get caught up in that cycle of where you're trying to get more and more and more, because you realize eventually, like, this cycle never ends. Somewhere out there, people are gonna have more than you, so you need to be okay with what you have. So this is the main takeaway from chapter 3. Realizing what you have right now is more than enough.